Hello everyone and welcome to my first house build tutorial. I'm Dragonshade and this is going to be a large luxury cabin. I'll leave a block list in the description and if you need to, you can pause the video at any point. Let's get into it. So first things first, you're going to need a base. So we start with a 30 by 20 area. I've marked it out with coarse dirt so I know if it'll fit. So go to one of the corners, come in by 2 blocks and then place a 4-block pillar using your spruce logs, and then from that pillar you go 1, 2, 3, 4 and on the 5th block place another pillar and repeat this until you get to the end. And then when you get to the corner, same again, come in by 2 blocks, 4-block pillar using spruce logs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then place your other pillar, and then you repeat this until you get back to where you started. And when you're done with that, you should have something that looks a little bit like this, just a load of pillars everywhere. Okay, so now you have all of the pillars with a 4-block gap. You want to come in from any of the pillars by 3 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, and you want to dig out a line going all the way across one of the sides, and then you want to stop diagonally to the corner, and then same again, dig out another line of blocks, and then just repeat this until you get to the other side. Okay, now that you have the rectangle, all you want to do is dig out all of the center blocks. So now when you've got that rectangle dug out, you want to come in from the corner by 1, so you're stepping out 1 from either side, and then you want to do the same again, just follow the lines. And then you want to dig out this whole area. Okay, now it should look like this. So what you want to do now is take your cobblestone, and on the first step down you place a 3-block high pillar, and then you want to repeat this going all the way around. So now we're going to do the floor. You can do this however you like, but I have a design in mind. If you want to copy it, that's fine. If you want to do your own design, that's also fine. So I'm going to line the edges with stripped oak. Make sure they're all on the side. And then I'm going to come to this pillar, and then I'm going to place a row of oak stripped logs, and then same again with this pillar next to it. So this should be 4 blocks, and then what I'm going to do is place 1 there and 1 there, and then place them on the side, and then on the block that I can't see this part of, place 1 there and there, so then we get this nice alternating pattern. So then when you have this, I'm going to take my oak planks and then I'm going to fill in both of these areas. Okay, now that you have your floor done, you want to come to any one of the short sides and you want to find the middle and break out a 2x2 gap. Also break out the bottom ones as well. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to start on the main floor. So anywhere on the cobble, just place your oak planks and then just follow it all the way around. And then you want to fill in this whole area. Now that you have your floor, you want to extend it out towards the pillars. On the corner, you want to leave this block because we'll be putting a stripped spruce log in there. So you don't want to come past the pillars with the planks. So now that you've finished this all up to the pillars, you want to take your oak stairs and then around in between the pillars, place upside down stairs. You want to skip out the middle one. But then you carry on round. It's only the middle one on the long sides. Okay. Now that you have all your upside down stairs placed, you want to break this. So break it back to the cobblestone wall, and then you place a staircase. I normally fill this in just so it looks more solid. And then you just make your staircase. And then same again on the other side. Okay, now that you've got the staircases in, you want to go to the corners, go in a block and place in your pillars of stripped spruce logs. And when you have them in, we're going to do the fences, but I like to use lecterns. You can use normal fences if you want to for this, it's purely optional. I'm just doing what I like. Okay, so now we've got the lecterns in, it's time to start on the house itself. So you come in from the pillar to the left of the stairs. You come in by 4 blocks and place a 4 high pillar, and then you move over to line up with this one and then place another 4 high pillar. Then you will go across until you're diagonal with this one and up again by 4. On this side, same again, diagonal to this one, up again by 4. You want to line up with this, up by 4, line up with this one, up by 4, diagonal with this one, up by 4, and then you want to line this one and this one up. But same again, diagonal to this one. Then you should have something that looks like this. Now we want to fill in the walls. So if we put a row in between the two front pillars, then 2 high pillar in the middle, and then finish that off with a row along the top, and then 2 blocks on the right side, 2 blocks on the left, and then we want to repeat this between all of the pillars. So a row along the bottom, row along the top, 2 on the left, 2 in the middle, 2 on the right. And we come over to the back, same again. Row along the bottom, along the top, 2 on the right, 2 in the middle, and 2 on the left. And then same again this side. Then we want to start off the upper floor of the house. So we start off with 7 blocks along the top, and then on top of that we do 5, and then 3. So then we get the triangular kind of shape. Then we repeat that on the 3 other sides. So 7, 5, and 3. So then we have this, and then in the middle between the house you want to come back by 1, place a block, and same again on the other pillar, and you want to join them up but leave gap for a door, and then you match the height of the pillars with this. And then 2 rows of the planks just for the top of the door, and then same again on this side. But we're not going to have a door on this side, so you just fill it all in. Okay, and on the sides you come in by 2, then you place another spruce log, you go in by 1, and then go on the other side, same again, 2, spruce log, back 1, and then across. And then you repeat this on the other side. So 2, spruce log, back 1, and then across. Other side, 2, spruce log, and then back 1. And then you want to match the height of this. So take it up by another 3. And then you bring it up on the other side. Fill it in with the oak planks. And there's the base of the house. Okay, now it's time for the roof. So I normally start on the front. On the left side, I put one at the top of the spruce pillar, and then I come out by 1, and then the usual normal side upside down until you get to the top. Then when you're at the top, I like to place an upside down one facing front, and then we repeat this going down. And then we want to go past the house by 1, and then we bring it all the way across. When you come to the indent, just follow it round. and then come out by 1, and same again, follow the roof line. And the one facing outwards. Then we want to bring the roof back down. Just past the pillar, and then same again with the indent, just follow the roof line. And then bring it back up to follow the roof. And the outward facing stair, and then bring it back down. And then bring it across, follow the roof line. Put the outward facing stair in the middle, and then bring the roof back down. And it should match up just like that. Then what I'll do now is from the middle of the point of the roof, I'll take a row of slabs matching the material of the outline, and just bring it all the way across until it reaches the other point. And the same again on this side. Like so. Then I go to the back of the house and I fill in the rest of the roof. So you just start from the bottom, follow it all the way, and you can use whatever blocks you want for this roof, really doesn't matter. Now that we're at the top, we just finish it off. Then when I've come to the top of the roof, I break out the slab after the stairs, place a trim stair there, and bring it all the way across to the other side. And then I replace the slab next to it for a stair. And then you can come around the other side and do the same again. So we have stairs coming along the middle. So when I come to the front of the roof, I go to the pillars that are the spruce wood, I go back 1, and then I go up by 2 with spruce logs. And then what I'll do is I'll look towards the center of the build, I will place a stair on there, same again the other side, and then place your trim stair, and then same again the other side, and then you want to form a point using the trim stairs. So when you have your point, you will bring it all the way up, and then you will take it back to the top of the roof. I take out these two so that they join up with this. And then I finish off making the roof. So all you want to do is follow the roof line. And with this part, you just fill it in with cobblestone. And don't forget this part. So same again, put one there and one there for now. And then I will bring the roof line across and then just follow the slabs. And this last part is just cobblestone blocks. Okay, and now you're on the sides, so kind of the same as what you did with the front. You want to go from the spruce pillar and you want to go up by 2, and then you can fill in the front. I like to turn this one in just so you can see this little bit, and then same again with this. Just bring these across by 3, and same again on the other side. Turn this one in and then bring it across by 3. Now with this, you want to go, so I'm looking at the right pillar, so I want to go right by 1, and then I'll place a stair that goes up towards the point of the roof. Same again on the other side, so 1 away from the pillar, then an upside down, and then you'll bring it up until the points meet. And then you can bring this across like so on both sides, and then you will just finish off this part of the roof. And then you will repeat this on the other side. So same again, 1 back from the spruce pillar, up by 2, same again the other side. Take your stairs, turn it in front of the pillar, and then bring it in by 3. And do the same again on the other side. And then you step out by 1, place your stair that faces towards the point of the roof. Same again on the other side, and bring it up. And then you bring the top across. And again on the other side, and then fill in the rest of the roof. And then fill in this part. And then that is the roof complete. Okay, so now that the hard part of the build is done, we will fill in all the windows. I like to use light grey stained glass for this. It doesn't look as cluttered. So I'll fill in the 3 layers, and then at the top I'll get my spruce logs and just fill it in. We do the same on the sides. And then the spruce logs on the top, and there's the top windows done. Now we want to place the windows in the bottom. Nothing special, just place the glass in the holes. On the sides of the house, I like to take out a 2x2 gap just for another window. And then a 2x2 gap just there in the middle. So that's the windows done. So we'll just add the doors. Spruce doors are probably the best. Place them on the inside to give it a little bit of depth from the outside. And now we move on to the interior. So if we come in through the doors, on the right side, we want to place a floor that comes to the bottom of the cobblestone, and I like to use slabs. We want to bring this all the way across up till here. So we're just following that inner wall. Then what I do is place a row of spruce logs going all the way across, just to give it some edge. And then we do the same again on this side. Then place in the spruce log pillar, going all the way across, and that's that. So now we want to build the fireplace. So what I do is I find the middle, go out by 1, place a block, skip a 2-block gap, place another, and then we want to make an archway with 2 blocks of clearance. Then I bring it out by 1, but only on the bottom, get my stairs, place 1 on each of the extruding blocks. Then on the top, I like to place upside down stairs, and then I come in from the top on the left side and just place stairs like so, and then I'll finish that off with 2 blocks. Then I'll take some iron bars and I'll put them alongside the extruding block. Then I will take my campfires and place them behind, and I will break the block that is just above the campfires. So that's the chimney from the inside. So let's go outside. So from the back of the house, I go to the middle, I go up by 2 cobblestone, and then left into the corner. I break the blocks, and then I'll place in my brick blocks, and then I will bring this up, but I'll use stairs to make it look a little run down. And then I'll keep bringing it up, just randomly putting those stairs. And I'll bring it up so that it is 2 blocks past the line of the roof. And then on the opposite side, I will go second block, go to the corner, break out 4, put in my brick blocks, and bring it up. So that is 2 past the very highest point of the roof. Then I'll take some campfires and place them on the top, and then I'll get trapdoors and surround the campfires. Like so. Then we get a nice smoky chimney effect. So back on the inside of the house, what I'll do now is I will line the roof with wood stairs. Just gives it a nice little touch. So I'll do 2 strips of the spruce stairs, and then I'll take my oak stairs and fill in the rest. So in the middle, I'll get oak planks and just fill all of that in. On this part, I'll use slabs. And then same again on this side. And then I'll fill this side in as well. And same down the middle. And there's the inside of the roof complete. So now what I like to do is I like to connect both of these floors. It's completely up to you if you do so. It's just a preference of mine. So what I do is I get spruce logs and I leave this for 2 gaps. And then same with the floor, I use the slabs to fill this in. Then what I'll do here is I will replace this stair that's on top of the row of spruce logs, and I will place one going up. Same again on this side, and this side already has it. So now I'll get my spruce fences and I will just block this part off just so nobody falls down. Now that you have that, you want to do your windows. So what I like to do is you could either have a 2x3 box like so, or you could have two 2x1s. The 2x1s work best because you can break out the middle and have a ladder. Same again on this side, but you only need a ladder on one side. And then I'll do the same again over here. So then I will get my grey glass, my light grey stained glass, and then I will fill this in. So now I'll take my ladders and I will go one up from the floor and take it all the way down to the floor, and then same again on the other side. So now we're going to head back outside and we're going to decorate the outside. So what I like to do is place dirt in front of the windows, and then I will take a spruce log and place it between, and then I will surround all of this with spruce trapdoors. Flip all of them up, and then you can put whatever kind of flowers you want in there, and then I will repeat this on all 4 of the windows. I'll also do it on the side windows. And then we come around to the back, same again. And then the last one, same idea. And now we want to put shutters along the windows. So what I'll do is put 2 trapdoors on the left side, the middle, and the right side. And I'll do this along the back too. And then in the middle of the top windows, I'll place another set of trapdoors. And now we make the chimney on the outside. So So all I do is go from the middle, go up by 2, and then place stairs on the top. You can place blocks either side, and you can pretty much do this however you like. So I think I'm going to keep it the 2 wide, and that's that. And now really all that's left is for you to decorate it however you want. You could have bedrooms up here, maybe storage room. You could have a kitchen over here, maybe a sitting room over there. Under here could be a chest room. Could be anything you wanted it to be. I will update the house and I will show you how I've done it. So I've made the house in creative on a super flat world. So what I did, I'll start with the basement. So I added a little drop down so it was easier to get in. Stairs above the door, gives that little bit of depth. And then this is a huge chest room. So if it was in survival, you'd know what you have. You would be able to sort out all your inventory. You'd be able to organize it with loads of room to spare. So along the back, I added 2 lanterns just for a bit of light. I also added 2 tall flowers because I think they look quite nice. Along the top of the doorway, I added the new shelves, which I think just give it a nice little trim kind of look. And we also have a doormat. And then on the inside to the left, I have a seating area with a little reading area. On the right, I have a kitchen. I have a dining table and a little bookshelf kind of display. Then we go upstairs to the left. I have a little seating area for a view out of the window. Then I've got a little office kind of setup. And then over this way, another seating area. And then I have the bedroom. But obviously you can do whatever you want with the inside of the build. How you can do whatever you want with the outside of the build, it's completely up to you. Have fun with it. I also put trapdoors on the top of the pillars just to cap them off, and then I put a slab on top of the stripped pillars in the corners. I also textured the roof. I added andesite, stone, and I added some stone brick stairs in there as well. Just makes it look that little bit more kind of lived in, I guess. And same again with the chimney. I used granite to texture that a little bit. You could even texture the bottom of the house, the cobblestone, so you could add stone and bricks and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, completely up to you. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for sticking around. I had a ton of fun making, recording and editing this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as content creation has been a dream of mine for a long time. That's all for this one. See you in the next.